Hi everybody, welcome back to another Bush School Connections. Today we are going to be looking for some bugs and some insects in our backyard. And I am going to show you something that can help you find some bugs in your backyard. It's called a viewfinder, and you can make it out of anything you have handy. I have found in my kitchen some teaspoons. Look at that. I found 4 teaspoons and I've joined them together and I've made them like a little diamond. And I can hold it up to my face and use this as my viewfinder. Or when I find a bug, I can put it like that so I can look at the bug through my viewfinder. I've also made one using some texters that I had. You can use pencils, or if you have some long crayons, you can use them as well. But what I love to make viewfinders out of is some sticks I found in my backyard. So I just need 4. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. And I can join them together in the corners using some masking tape. So I've just got one more corner to join right here. So let me get my tape and I'll just wrap it around. Oops, didn't do a very good job of that. Wrap it. Can wrap it around and just squish it really tight. Ta-da! There's my stick viewfinder. I am going to go now looking for some bugs in my backyard, and I might even do a little experiment with some ants and the muesli bar that I'm having for my afternoon tea. Sounds pretty interesting. Let's go and have a look. When looking for bugs, I found this little guy high up in my mandarin tree. Looking for some mandarins to eat, I think. And he's crawling all over the leaves. He's green like the leaves, so he's a little bit hard to see. I've used my viewfinder to find this bug. Where is he? Let me go this way a little bit. Oh, there he is. Use my viewfinder to find this bug crawling on the leaf. Also in the mandarin tree, I found this spider hiding underneath a leaf. He's very shy. And look, he's made his web in between the leaves. Looking in this tree, I found a spider web that has the spider's dinner in it. He's caught a little fly in his spider web. This is my broad bean plant, and the bees love to drink the honey from its flowers. But I have to be really careful not to get too close because there's a lot of bees buzzing around this tree. They might sting me. I'm going to do a little experiment. I have a teeny tiny little crumb from my muesli bar, and I have some crumbs from my piece of bread that I had on my sandwich. And I'm going to sprinkle them here on the ground. Ready? I'll show you. Like this. I'm going to place my muesli bar crumb right there, and I'm going to sprinkle some crumbs from my bread, and I'm going to see if the ants come and take them away. Let's go and see if they eat them. I knew the ants would love my muesli bar. Can you see them crawling all over it? Ants love sweet things. There he is, crawling on the top of my muesli bar crumb. There's even one on top of my breadcrumb, having a snack. Here's another ant who's taking a crumb back to his family. Oh, and he's shared it with his little friend, and now they've both got crumbs. I know Gabrielle has something very special for us now. She's going to show us how to make one of these. It's a bug hotel for your very own bugs in your very own backyard.
Christina had so many interesting bugs and insects living in her garden. And most insects and bugs are actually really good for our gardens. And that's why today we're going to build an insect house to try and get some more insects to move into our gardens. Now, we're going to use different things to build this insect house. You might like to use this milk container that I've cut a hole in the top. You might have another bottle that you could use that you can cut space in it as well, or a cardboard box, or even something that you were going to throw away that you think might be a nice place for the insects to move into. And an insect home is somewhere that insects might lay their eggs, might keep them safe from their enemies, and it gives them shelter in the bad weather as well. Or they might even just hibernate in there in winter time. So the first thing you need to do is decide what you're going to use to build your insect house. Now, if you use cardboard, the insect house won't last as long if you use something with wood or even some recycled materials like this. But you can still use a cardboard box. Maybe just make sure that you put it under shelter because it will last longer. But your insects will love it no matter what kind of thing you use. And I have now collected a whole lot of things from my garden area. So I've got some leaf litter from the ground, some twigs, some bigger kind of sticks, some bark, and I'm even going to use some recycled paper cylinders and cardboard. And if you collect things that are already in your backyard, this is what the insects are used to, and that's why then they might recognize them and come and move in when you put them into your insect home. So the first thing we're going to do is start with putting some layers in our insect home. So let's start off by, well, I think maybe we'll put the leaf litter at the bottom. Here we go. Leaf litter. At the bottom. This is the litter from the gum trees I have around my place. So the insects are very used to the smell of these leaves as well. And there might even be some tiny, tiny little insects already living in this leaf litter. So tiny we can hardly see them. So that's a nice first layer, some leaves. And then for our next layer, we might put these cylinders that I've cut up from my paper towel, like this. And this has given them a nice place to hide. It's like a little tunnel. Then let's put some of this bark. This would be a good next layer that I've collected from the trees. Wonder what kind of insects might move in. Maybe some lizards, maybe some beetles, all kinds of different beetles. Now let's put these sticks that I've just broken up to make them a bit smaller. And it depends where you put your insect home as to what insects might move in. If it's on the ground, you might get lots of ants moving in. If you hang it from a tree, you might get some butterflies or some moths moving in as well. Okay, and then let's put some of this recycled cardboard up as well in here, because insects like this cardboard as well. Fold it up, put it into the house there. Oh, and maybe another one of our cylinders. And let's finish it off with some of these really bigger kind of pieces. Now, I think our insect home is just about ready. And can you see all the different spaces that the insects might like to move into? And because I think this might be a really good one to hang on a tree, I might get a piece of string and tie it around the top and tie it up to a tree around my house. I can't wait to see which insects are going to move into my insect home. I wonder if you can build an insect home as well and invite some insects to come and move into your garden. Have a great day, everybody. Bye. Hi everyone, we've had such a great week learning about all of the kinds of insects that you might find in your garden, and I have a story that's got lots of those insects in it, and it's all about a spider. And on the front of this book I can see a spider's web, and it's called One Hungry Spider by Jeannie Baker. One hungry spider. I can see he's starting to build his web. Spun a web between two branches. Three birds flew close by. The spider kept still. She did not want them to see her. 4 grasshoppers came jumping along, and one landed on the web. It broke free, leaving a big hole. 5 dragonflies flew up, but stopped before they touched the web. 6 spiderlings blew by on the breeze. 3 landed in the web. Hungry spider will eat them. 7 ladybirds were flying high. 1 got caught, but the spider took no notice. Spiders don't like the taste of ladybirds. 8 butterflies fluttered safely by. 9 wasps hummed by. Wasps catch spiders, so the spider left the web and hid. 10 noisy flies buzzed along. Many were caught, and the spider had a feast. The web was torn and broken. So the spider pulled it down and ate it. And the hungry spider is building a new web. Wow, that was a great story, wasn't it? And I wonder if you can find some spider webs in your backyard. Spiders are really interesting to watch as they build their webs, but of course we need to make sure that we stay a distance away to make sure that we stay safe from spiders. But now I have built myself my own insect frame, and I'm going to go looking around my garden to see what I will find through my insect frame. And the first thing I'm going to look at is what has been eating my passion fruit vine. If you have a close look at the leaves here, you can see they're being nibbled by some kind of insect. So it's time now for me to go on a bit of an investigation to see what insects eating my passion fruit vine. Bye.